Oh, invite. There we go. They moved it to a different part of the screen. Me and Daisy are sitting here just, well, she's laying over there now, trying to put ink in my printer. You can't see it. Anyway, cover to my garbage can. Got attacked by the black ink. They come gushing out, got all over me, and all over the garbage can because I was standing over top of it, you know. I posted the link if anyone wants to join. I'll wait for a little bit for everybody to come in. We'll just talk a little bit for a while before we get to the other stuff. Throw my junk mail out. You baby girl. Did your pillow move on you? I'll move it. Just a second. Oh, you okay? So howdy, 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 everybody. I know it's been a while. Show comments on stage. What is that? Oh, no. Okay. No, I don't want that. Okay. That is the link to join the live stream if you want to be a guest. But I will not accept you if you don't have a photo and you're not participating in the chat because I learned my lesson doing that. Got a few undesirables before. So I'm not streaming to Facebook right now or anything like that. Just YouTube. So I want to welcome everybody to the chat and just, if you got something to say it. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Say hi to everybody else that's watching. And it has been a long time. Now, why is that staying up there? Oh, I want to send that. Welcome to the lot of ya. What's this? Guess I shouldn't have clicked that. What's going to happen now? Hmm. Oh, it's got new scenes that you could do. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, we're showing on stage. It is kind of gray and wet out here in Michigan today. And let's see right now. It tells me. No, it's not telling me what the temperature is right now. Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
Right now, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
50 degrees. It's not bad. Alexa, what's the weather for the next 7 days?
Confirming sunny for the next 7 days. Friday, 50 degrees Fahrenheit and showers. Saturday, 57 degrees and intermittent clouds. Sunday, 61 degrees and partly sunny weather. Monday, 63 degrees and mostly sunny weather. Tuesday, 66 degrees and lots of sun. Wednesday, 67 degrees and partly sunny weather. Thursday, 70 degrees and lots of clouds.
Wow. I hope the chat thing is working. They've changed it. It looks different now. Uh-oh, and my Wi-Fi's dropping out. It's going really low. That's why I haven't done a lot of these. I get high-speed internet, but sometimes it just does its own thing. I've been working on, oh, you can't see it. Where's that printer right there? Got it going for my sister. And playing around with some stuff I used to do all the time, but I haven't done for a while. I'm just trying to create music. It probably shows up in there. Hair's in there. I hope everyone's doing okay tonight. And everything's going good for you as well. If you want to come on up in my live stream here, what you do is you go to StreamYard.com and they might have an app now too. They used to. I don't know if they still use it or not. And you select that you want to join a live stream, and it will run you through the setup and everything. And you just agree to everything and say okay to everything. And then on your phone or on your computer, doesn't matter. And when you join from my live stream, like if you click the link for my stream right there to join it or to come up, it'll take you to that. It'll tell you what you have to do in order to join the show. And you just agree to everything or say okay to everything. It'll take you to a setup for your microphone and your speakers and test all that out. And then it'll put you down here in the green room. And then I can add you in as I see you come up. And being that I don't have a paid version of StreamYard, I can have 6 people on the screen with me at once, and that's as far as I can go for right now. I can't afford anything extra right now. And I see there's a few people trying to come on, and I don't know if things aren't working right or what the deal is. I wonder. Just a second. I'm going to try and improve my stream strength. Okay, we'll see if that does anything better. Oh, almost missed my chair. Hopefully it didn't hurt anything. My internet's up there in front of the window. been doing any canning or nothing like that lately because nothing's coming in yet. It's early. I started, my sister gave me some broccoli and some cauliflower plants, but I managed to kill those. So those won't be growing. But I started some brandywine tomatoes. I got them started late. So I usually put a table out front with extra plants, but I didn't grow any this year. Just growing my own. And if these grow anyway, I've got um, three plants, I believe it is, three or four. So, and they're growing good and everything. And they're brandywine tomatoes, and I really like those anyway. Use these papers to test out my sister's printer there to make sure everything was working. Printed this out. It's probably backwards on your screen, but it came out pretty good. Beforehand, I printed it out a different way, and everything wasn't working right. It came out this way, which is kind of cool too, but it's not the way it was supposed to come out. Hmm. But I fiddle farted around with it until I got it working. Welcome to the show. Chat, stream, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really matter. So I haven't done a whole lot of stuff lately. Don't have any ambition right now to do anything. There's things I want to do, but can't afford to do anything that I want to do. That's got to wait. Let a few people know. I hope Southern Prairie comes by because she's wanted me to do another live stream. Man, I'm telling you, we had a couple of days, a few days that were almost 80 degrees. And the last 3 nights it's been getting down in the 30s, and that too cold. My feet are frozen right now. Of course, you know me, I'm barefoot all the time. So Daisy's, I don't know if you can see her down there. She's out like a light. Hey, Deborah Woods, how are you? You can hardly hear me? Well, let me see about that. What is going on here? How's this now? Did it make a difference? Oh, I see. I got the wrong mic. I hope it won't screw me up if I change it now. Hey, you might lose me for a minute, but I'm going to try. Okay, Did that make any difference? Am I any better now? I hope I didn't lose sound. Much better. Okay. Sorry about that, people. I didn't know. So, the first part of the show will be very, very quiet. Oh, that's what happens when you're live. Hey, Mason, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. Later on, after we get a few people in here and stuff, I'm going to debut, or try to debut, a song that I wrote. So we'll see how that goes. Dog, she's okay. She's laying down there on the floor. Let me see. You probably can't see her. Still can't see her. I hope everyone else is doing good too. And I hope my signal doesn't get wonky and mess up the video. Because I can see it dropping down and it goes up and down. Oh, thanks, Debbie. No, I don't have an SUV no more. I had my Honda SUV. I don't know if I talked to you when I had that or not. And then I got a 2014 F-150. And now I got a 2015 F-150 Lariat. It's lifted and everything else. It's a nice truck. That's what I'm driving now. It's 4-wheel drive, the same as my truck and my Honda both were. I don't think I have any pictures of the truck on the computer yet because I had to redo the computer and everything got all messed up. What happened to the other two vehicles I had? I can't even remember how long it's been since I talked to you, so I had a blue Blazer. I turned that in on another used car. Oh, it was a kind of a drab green Chrysler minivan, and that thing just nickel and dimed me to death. It was a Chrysler, and I won't buy them again. No Chrysler products for me. And then after that, I got my 2003 F-150. Loved it. But found out it had a cracked frame because they used to use it for moving trailer homes. It had a hitch on the front and a hitch on the back. And they used to pull trailers around with it. I mean, full-size mobile homes. And they pulled something too heavy, I think, and cracked the frame on it. And I didn't know it was cracked. I drove it around all the time I had it like that. But didn't give me any problems or anything. It didn't sag or anything. Well, I found out when I traded it in on my Honda. Then I had a 2015 Honda CR-V EX, which I did like it. Is the Ford truck you have now, is it got loud exhaust? No, I don't like loud exhaust. It looks like it would have, but it don't. It's lifted and it's got nice rims and tires on it and everything. There's no rust on it or anything. I did take pictures. I got it on my phone, but I don't think I have any of them on the computer yet. But it's got a lot of ground clearance and stuff. I can drive over a lot of things. But I'll never have a vehicle with loud exhaust. I don't like that. I want to hear myself think. Yes, it is the EcoBoost V6. Yep. My 2014 that I had, that was the 5.0 Coyote. I like that. It was a V8. And I would have kept it, but there was something got messed up in the front end. Going down the road, and they call it the Ford Death Wobble, but a lot of other Chevys, them all get it. But it was going to cost too much to get it fixed. So I traded it in on this one, and I really, really like this one. It's my other one, the one before it was black. Well, it was called Tombstone Metallic. But this one I got is Emerald Gem, they call it, and it's metallic too. It looks black, but it's not. It's green. It's a 2015. And I really, really like it. Some of the buttons in it, I don't know what the heck they do. There's so many knobs and everything in there. It's got the I guess you call it a moonroof or something, but it goes all the way. It goes over the front seat, and then it opens all the way back to the people in the back seat too, because it's a crew cab. It's a 2015, the one I got now. I have no idea if it's got the heated steering wheel or not. It's got a whole bunch of things on it, and half the stuff I don't even know what it does. I mean, it's got lots of buttons. I know it's got heated and cooled seats. So, welcome to everybody that's here now. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Oh. It's weird I'm still wearing flannel shirts when it should be like 85 degrees here now, but it's not. Well, that depends on what you consider fast. I do the speed limit, sometimes a little bit over, but not on purpose, because it hauls butt. It's got twin turbos in it. So, if you consider doing the speed limit, driving fast, then yeah. Do I drive like I want to kill somebody? No. However, it's got so much guts in it. I did spin out the driveway without even trying to. Put your foot on the gas pedal just a little bit too heavy and it takes off. Yes, I owned a Pontiac. Or wait, no, that was a Buick. No, I don't think I ever did. It was a Plymouth, Chevy, Oldsmobile, Ford, lots of Fords. I prefer them over Chevy. I don't like the new Chevys the way they're made, and engines are puking and everything else. The Buick was a Skylark. Way back. It was a little red Skylark. It didn't like to run. I had 3 Chevy Chevettes. Chevy Chevets, you know. Oh, they're so good on gas. In my big Ford truck, I could put $10 worth of gas and go from here to Bay City and back. I put $10 in the Chevette, I could go from here to Bay City and back. No difference. That's all just it's a hoax. On them, especially on the older ones. The newer ones, it's, you know, you might get better, but there ain't no new Chevettes anymore. Those cars were economy cars, and that was all because they didn't ride with poop. Yeah. V6s. Me and my wife owned it was my wife's car originally. It was a 79 Pontiac Firebird, had a 231 V6 in it. You could have this much snow in the ground and get stuck with that thing. A nice car, beautiful. It was dark blue on the outside and white on the inside. White leather. Shift on the floor. And when me and my wife got married, she bought it new, and we didn't get married till 1985, and she only had 26,000 miles on it. Was it zippy? Oh, yeah. Not like the modern cars, though. But I had a straight 6. I had my 78 Nova. And I love that thing. It could beat the Trans Ams even. I had them race me going down the highway with my little old straight 6 in it. And I could smoke them. I did. Back in my younger days. Now that Ford pickup that I had, the 2014, it had the 5.0 Coyote V8 in it. That thing would move out. Pontiac G6 hardtop. Yeah, my nephew used to have one of those, but I never got to see the inside of it or anything. I really liked my Nova. That's the car I was driving. It was kind of the same color as my truck I got now. It was green, metallic. I had it jacked up in the rear. And when me and my wife got married, my brother-in-law drove us around town in my Nova. It had like plaid, kind of like my shirt here, but it was camel colored on the interior. I love that car. It was so easy to work on. I could take the top part off of the engine on there and adjust the tablets and everything myself. It was real easy to work on. But I didn't get into this, not like nowadays. Oh no, I ain't touching that stuff. But I do want to put a catch can on my truck. It catches oil, blow by and stuff, because it's got a brand new engine and tranny and all that in it, and I don't want nothing happening to it. Because it's been all souped up and everything. All rust proofed underneath and in the bed and everything. It's really nice. And from what I hear, it will never rust because the 2015s had an aluminum body. That's what they say. Fiero. Yeah, I've seen those. Kind of a goofy looking car, though. You always heard what was junk, Mason. Hi, Elizabeth. Well, I wish you the best, too. The Fiero? Oh, yeah. The state, if I'm not mistaken, they had the rear engine. And I guess it was quite problematic. Another one I never liked the looks of was the Pontiac Aztec. They were funky looking cars. What they say, they had a lot of storage and stuff in them. I did drive one. My wife wanted to buy one. But we went to take it for a ride and there was no radio in it. Somebody stole the radio out of the car. They said something's funky with this thing. It felt like it had a little popcorn popper for an engine and it just didn't run right. I said, no, I ain't taking this, and the radio's missing. I said, no, we're not going down that road. Who knows what else is missing? Oh, well, I'm going to see if I can do this right. So hang on, everybody. I'm going to try to debut my new song. And I hope you like it. Let's see if I can get it to work here. Okay, you should see this on screen here in a minute. Okay. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to hear it, but you guys will be able to hear it. Here we go. I hope you enjoy.
I lift my voice to the skies above with a heart full of endless love. Each word in my song soars high, praise until the tears touch his eye. Oh, amaze Jesus with your heart, sing your love, let it never part. Adore until he cries, renewed and wise. You have touched the heart of Jesus, fully alive. In the silence, he feels my thanks. In my soul, he breaks the ranks. My faith in him stands strong and tall. In his grip we never fall. In his grip we never fall. Oh, amaze Jesus with your heart, sing your love, let him never part. Adore until he cries, renewed and wise. You have touched the heart of Jesus, oh realize. Every whisper of my prayer, he listens with tender care. In his eyes I see the stars shine in the path, erasing scars. Oh, amaze Jesus with your heart, with each breath a brand new start. In our place where grace does lie, we have touched the heart of Jesus, oh my. We have touched the heart of Jesus.
Well, I hope that played. I'll have to watch some video back later so I can see if it played right. Did you guys see and hear the song, or did it mess up? That's my song that I wrote myself. I had help with the voice and the music. It will be live online tomorrow morning on my YouTube channel. You can watch it anytime you want then. And I hope you'll share it out there and I get a lot of people to view it. I'd really appreciate it. If it even played, I don't know. Nobody said anything yet, so I don't know. So I thank you all for watching it anyway, and hopefully it played okay and all that so you can understand it. If not, you can watch it on my channel. It'll be live after 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. But for you, people in my live stream got to hear it before anybody else. So, thank you, Elizabeth. Did it play all right and everything? How have you been, Elizabeth? It has been quite a while. And later, I do have the words to go with it, but I haven't put them online yet. If it didn't work right, just let me know and I'll try to play it again. Thank you, Elizabeth. I don't want to make money off of it or anything like that other than what I might make on YouTube. But other than that, it's for the Lord. So maybe you can everybody that did watch it, if you did like it, please, tell other people to come and listen to it and give a like. Also, please like this live stream and share it out if you will. You don't have to, just if you want to. So I haven't done I haven't done any live streams in, oh my goodness, probably a year or close to it. I'm really glad that you liked it, Elizabeth. You would not believe, before I turned the camera on, I was shaking like a leaf. I said, do you want to do this? Because you know how people are going to, some of the people that just love to leave nasty comments, what they're going to say and everything. But I said, oh well, I don't care. I'm doing it for the Lord, so. I don't really care what anyone thinks. It's from the heart. That's what matters. And I've always, always, always been into music and singing and stuff like that. Just my voice ain't like it used to be. I'm an old fart now. But I can still do what I can do. Oh, and I wish you the best too, Elizabeth. I'm sorry I didn't say that. Or did I? Maybe I did. Sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the comments here, and I'm probably rereading them. Oh, so I'm waiting until it gets warm enough where there's no more frost out there, so I can plant my tomatoes. I'll get them started. And after tomorrow morning, when people come to my channel, that they'll be able to listen to the song too without the interference of being live streamed. Because it's all ready to go. It'll be released tomorrow morning after 8 a.m. Be neat if it went viral, but I don't think so. It's about the Lord, so that kind of stuff usually doesn't. People they don't like that. But, oh well, I have to do what I have to do. Mason, are you still out there, or is that another person? I see there's two of you out there. Debbie, are you still there? It was nice to see you. It is still, it's cold. I don't think it's raining anymore, but the last few days it's been raining day and night. It would be neat if it did take off, because I need a new roof. But oh well. The neighbor, oh, that's right. That's something I've been doing lately. My neighbor friends' sons have been coming over and they get cutting some trees down in my yard, which I highly appreciate. So nice of them. If you guys are watching this, let's see. See if I get their name. Jonathan, Jack, and Joshua? Josh. Thanks, guys. They started up. I think they did. They got the sign out there. But they're going to be doing custom milling on their milling machine. They got a nice sawmill. So that'll be nice. We got plans there too, if everything goes okay. But I really appreciate what you boys did and what you're doing. More than I can even tell you. Is there anyone out there that wants to pray about something or anything like that? Because I feel like someone's got some issues going on right now. I don't know what yet. And I have been praying for all the people. Just last week, we had from 15 to 19 different tornadoes. And they've been having them all over the country. It's like the Lord's trying to get our attention. It's like, say, wake up, people. He doesn't do it, but he allows it. It's like, all over the country, it's like every night there's something else going on, and somebody getting shot or killed, and schools getting shot, and tornadoes, and floods, and you name it. Wake up, people. He's trying to tell you something. It's time to get right with Jesus. And all this other... Gotta watch how I say things. But things that are going on that are against the Bible. And put it this way, doing things with people that you're not supposed to. You know what I mean? It's, yeah. I don't want to get too wound up there, but the fires, all over the world too, the crazy stuff that's happening. I watch it. He's talking loudly. He's saying, pay attention. The time is now. Get right. Stop the stupid crap you're doing. And, if it isn't the world, things going on in the world, it's people attacking each other, people that were supposed to be friends, destroying each other, or doing things that are trying to do things that you're not called to do. It's, ugh. Hey, Terry, how are you? I debuted my song online here tonight. Whoops. Yeah, I got your message. Terry. And my dad sent me a bunch of empty boxes. Maybe Sis Eileen will be coming pretty soon. Yeah. Hey, Eileen, I see you. I knew you'd be coming. I knew she was lurking. Oh. I debuted my song online here. Anybody want to see it again, just let me know. I'll try to do it again. You guys are getting an early preview because it gets released nationally tomorrow morning after 8 a.m. Oh, you missed the text? Thank you, Terry. What do you say? Let's one more time, okay? Do it again, one more time. If I do this right, it should come up on your screen. Oh boy. Here we go.
I lift my voice to the skies above with a heart full of endless love. Each word in my song soars high, praise until the tears touch his eyes. Oh, amaze Jesus with your heart, sing your love, let it never part. Adore until he cries, and you realize you have touched the heart of Jesus, fully alive. In the silence, he feels my thanks. In my soul, he breaks the ranks. My faith in him stands strong and tall. In his grip, we never fall. In his grip, we never fall. Oh, amaze Jesus with your heart, sing your love, let it never part. Adore until he cries, renewed and wise. You have touched the heart of Jesus, oh, realize every whisper of my prayer, he listens with tender care. In his eyes I see the stars shine in the path, erasing scars. Oh, amaze Jesus with your heart, with each breath a brand new start. In our place where grace does lie, we have touched the heart of Jesus, oh my. We have touched the heart of Jesus.
uh, oh, what's this? I can't afford to. I can't afford this fight. If you don't have your wrench, you don't have a wrench. Jesus, I love you. Yes, I do too. Dika came out when he heard the song. Now, if anybody wants them, I do have the words, or lyrics, and I might type them all in. I got them in. I did it on my phone, all the typing, so it's only in screen size, so I got to put it all together in one thing. You need a wrench. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. No wrench. I didn't say Siri, I said Terry. You don't. How come you don't have a wrench? Oh, I know why. You do have the wrench. It's under StreamYard right now, so it doesn't show. Yeah, like when I put my cursor on it, I can see Terry's wrench. Let's see, where'd Eileen go? Show me it. I guess I gotta highlight it. No, Eileen. Oh, I know, Eileen. You don't have a wrench because you remember the phone debacle. And you had to redo everything because I don't see your picture either. So Terry's still got her wrench. I can see it right here on the thing that comes up. Yeah, I have to go in. I can't do it in StreamYard. I have to do it. I have to go in regular YouTube and then do it. Because I'm using a live stream platform now and I can't do the thing. Isn't that weird? I don't know why. I'm marking your comment though so that I can maybe find it. Hey Alexa, how cold is it out right now?
Today, expect a low of 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
40 degrees. It's supposed to be 80. So I'll have to do the wrench. I'll go in, because I always rewatch my videos. So I'll go in, then I can do it in the replay. I can highlight you and fix it then. Oh, sorry about that. It's all because of the phone debacle that you had, Eileen, and it changed all your account stuff. I had nothing to do with that. Hey, Jerry. How are you? Did you get to listen to the debut of my song? Hey, if you guys need any Tupperware, Jerry's the lady that she's got it. Lots of it. Howdy, Mason. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, you didn't get the... Okay, it's in the video. You just do a replay. Unless they want me to play it again. Hi, Jerry. Holy crap, Mason, you are getting old. 24, holy... Oops. You know, Terry, I think I have some that old too. Oh boy. I think I have underwear that old too. Oh no. Not that I'm admitting to anything. Howdy, howdy, Mason. Wow, there's 7 people online right now. Woo! They're that old, I don't even think they'd stay up anymore. Well, jeans might, because jeans last a long time. I know. I do have some really old. I'm talking about jeans now. Daisy's down here on the floor on her, let's see, right there on her pillow. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be able to hear anything I said. Because I get out of her sight, and she can't see me anyway, and she can't hear. But if I get out of her sight, or her sensory field, she knows I'm not there, and she starts barking, and she won't stop till I'm around her again. Don't know how she knows other than that, but she knows when I'm there and when I'm not. And it bugs me because I can't take her in the truck anymore because she can't jump up there, and I don't want to pick her up either. Good to see my face. Why? Do I get uglier than normal? Just kidding. Yeah, Daisy, yep. I don't know if you could see her, but she's there. Oh, 50 pounds of her. Wherever I'm at, she's there. Oh, yes, I gotta get these. Gotta buy my stupid tabs again. $168. And if I'm late, it's $182. Or wait, that might be the stamp. Oh, that's the late renewal fee and the recreation passport, which I ain't getting. I did that one time. I bought the recreation passport. It was $10 back then. I thought it would get me into like Oasis Lake, like to go swimming and stuff. No, because that's a county park. It has to be a state park. Well, Daisy can't hear me, but she's out like a light anyway. she's snoring. Well, not snoring, but she's out. And the 2 cats are out there. I don't let them in here anywhere near my canned stuff. There's too much glass up there. They don't come in here. Nope. Not that they would do anything. I don't want to find out. There's a lot of work in all that. I will be 64 this July. And I look like I'm 97. Yeah, I know, Eileen. It's ridiculous. You put yourself in timeout. I don't know. Yeah, that's like, uh, well, I'll get a new registration when I do when I get my new tabs. A little, we're fruitcakes here. At least I am. I'm nuts. Okay, I don't care who knows. I haven't done any recent canning or anything. I've been burning through my canned goods that I did. You can't see them all because that stuff there is, some of it's all bought and stuff. But over there, up higher, down lower, that you can't, yeah, it doesn't really show up. It's all things that I canned. Holy crap, Eileen's 70. Man, she's old. Terry must be old too. She doesn't want to say. Before all the trauma, I used to look 15 years younger. Now I look like an old man. No, you're not. You turned 45 a few weeks ago? Oh my goodness. You is young. Whoops. I meant to get this one. Jerry, besides Mason, I think you are, girl. Yeah. People used to say that to me. I was always the youngest one. Not anymore. That's okay. I might be old, but I ain't getting old. Nope. Yeah. Youth is wasted on the young, and we old farts run around trying to catch it. Everything they're wasting, and we can't run fast enough. Like, hey, just give me some of that. Just a little bit. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's true, though, Terry. They don't. We didn't. At least I didn't. I remember sitting on the tire swing, listening to Elvis and singing away. It's like, man, in 2000, I'll be 30 some years old. Now I'm way past and beyond that. Almost in the double digits. I mean, in the double 30s. Well, I am in the double 30s, but I'll be 4 years into the bonus side of that. Oh, boy. I might look old and everything, but I refuse to get old. Yeah, exactly. All the grunting when you try to get up. Don't fall down, because you ain't getting up. It's like a robber could come into the house and find us, and we're trying to get away, and they just push us over, and they can rob the house and come back, and we'd still be trying to get up. Crack, snap, crackle, popping away. Oh, boy. Oh, something else. I better shut up before people think I'm crazy or something. I think it's too late for that.
Oh boy. Yeah, you don't think I'm crazy. You know I am. I is. I confess. Oh. Yeah. The last time I fell was a couple of years ago. Off my ramp out there. Some animal came up on my ramp and decided to go. It's probably a cat. And I was carrying a mattress out that was given to my friend, and I stepped in that thing. And I did the splits, and my leg went behind me, tore up my leg. I don't remember if I showed you that, Eileen, or not. I think I did. I'm not sure. Yeah, we do. That's why if I don't hear from Eileen for very long, I start calling and driving her crazy because I think she's laying on the ground somewhere and out by the car in the parking lot rolling around like a cookie. And nobody knows she's there. I hope that works good, Eileen. I'm proud of you too. We can't get a hold of Eileen like a triangle. We're all communing with each other trying to locate her. Yep. I did that right here from Michigan. I had her hunted down. I literally did. She can tell you all about it. I just couldn't accept that I couldn't do nothing about it. It's like, no, don't tell me that. I'll fight away. And I did. I drove every cop crazy from here to Mexico when I found her. Yeah. Sorry if I made, it hard on you. I didn't mean to do that. But it wasn't supposed to go that way. Oh. Well, that's like if people, if I disappeared, nobody would know how to find me because I'm so far out in the woods. It ain't funny. People come out here, take it using GPS, and they get lost using GPS. It brings them through creeks and everything else. It's still they don't get here. Nothing wrong with disappearing voluntarily every once in a while. I can do that without leaving my house. Shut off the phone for 3 or 4 days, and oh my gosh, everybody's oh, I do too, Terry. I tried to play it cool with him. I didn't want to bug him all the time. He knew that. I told him. Hey, Walter. I don't know who that is. Go away. I don't know who that is. I don't recognize that number, so I ain't answered it. Yeah, yep, you did. He liked it though. He used to tell me, "You're not bothering me." I know I just don't like to bug people. I grew up with being told that leave those people alone. You're gonna wear out your welcome. You guys ever get that? I did, and I always thought, you know, you just don't do that. But sometimes it's necessary. It may have helped. Let's see. Oh, if you're talking about Eileen about talking about, yeah, I did. Just not as much as everybody else did. He wanted to move to Texas. Yeah, it's hot down there. See now, everybody up here told me you need to go to Texas or Arizona, someplace like that to, get out of the humidity because it's really humid up here because of all the water and everything. I think I don't know, but that's what they say. And doctors up here will tell people that I have breathing problems to move to Arizona or Texas or someplace like that to get away from the humidity. Because when it's 90 degrees up here, it's like it's 400. It's awful. I can't breathe. In Mexico and Arizona, they have no humidity, and my lungs are used to humidity. Lots of humidity down here. Yep. Most of it's probably other people's sweat hanging in the air. That's what I remember about Texas. 120 degrees some days, and it's like. But when I was down there, though, 120 to me didn't feel hot because I was used to the humidity up here. Down there, it's next to nothing, and it ain't nothing like it is up here. Well, the only way I knew it was hot was I went out in the sun, and like 5 minutes I was burnt like a French fry. Yes, it is. It is hot, and I don't love Texas. I lived there for a while, and when I went through there, no. Just wanted to wish me a happy birthday, old man. Ain't my birthday. It's from that person that just called. Don't you call him. Oh, it's a text. Yeah, it's a lure. Block. Yeah, calling from a sim line. Whatever that is. Not anymore, they won't. I don't know them. They're blocked. Fine. I don't know how it even rang. That's twice in the last couple of days. But I am glad that I went to Texas and got to see it and stuff. But I know when I went down, it was like April, and it was cold until we got to the Mississippi. Got halfway across it, and it's like, wham! It's hot all of a sudden. It was awful. It's hot and humid in Virginia, too. I bet it does. Yeah. Well, it was with what happened to me down there and with the heat and everything and the giant bugs. It's like, nope, I don't need this place. Yeah, I mean that it's gonna make a difference. Yeah, all I gotta do this summer is go eat, move my finger, and it's dripping off my nose and everything else. That's what they say. Everything's bigger in Texas, including egos. Hmm. I remember when I went down there and I saw my first Texas Longhorn. I'm like, oh boy. Looks like any other cow. It's just got horns on it. Cut the horns off and you got the same as anything else. I don't know why they leave the horns on them like that so long and everything. It's like cow goes to walk into the barn. If the barn door's not wide enough for its horns, why? Oh boy. Yeah, they are. They're beautiful, but it's like, of course, the cow, they get used to it, but still, the big old horns sticking out there. It's like they'd have to go through the woods, or, of course, you don't have much woods there. I know where we were at in Texas, it was a tree here, and 50 miles here, there's another tree, and 150 that way, there's another tree, and palm trees. Not like here, where there's a tree every 2 inches. Yeah. It's like that. How do they get through the woods? And I know when they go through doors, I've watched them in videos and stuff, they turn their head and stuff, but that's got to be a pain in the butt after a while. If they come running to the barn because they're hungry or something, they happen to forget to turn their head, wham! I wonder how many of them barns have dents and holes and everything else from the cows smashing into them. What I do remember about going to the grocery store in Texas, beef was a lot cheaper because everybody's got it down there. Yeah, I was in Harker Heights, and there was a lot of trees there and the hills and stuff. But that was 250 miles, like smack dab in the middle of Texas. Well, all the rest of the way down there, there was hardly any trees, tumbleweeds, and I think they were, and I don't know what half of it was, but shrub brushes and things, little short things, but no big trees, and just sand. And you could look through, and you could see heat waves coming off the sand. I'm like, I ain't getting out going barefoot here. I'll hear sizzle. I've only seen maybe 5% of it my whole life. It's really big. Yes, it is. Are magnificent. What's magnificent? The cows? Or the hills? Did I miss one of Eileen's? Oh. See, I do this summer. Antidepressants. No, that's the last one. I've lost what you're talking about there, Eileen. The cows? I have you on my 65-inch TV, so I'm watching you very closely. And you don't look 64 years old, brother. Well, I ain't yet till July. 23rd of July. I'm a 23. Don't mess with me. Rhyme. Just made it up. Oh. My one sister, she's a 23 too, but hers is in June. Oh, I'll get to tease her pretty soon. She's going to be old pretty soon. Well, she already is, but she's going to be older. And my other sister, she's actually a year younger than me, but our birthdays are only 6 days apart. June 19th, that's my dad's birthday. Yep. He'll be 84, I believe. I know he's in his 80s. I don't mind being old except for losing my hair. I could get a wig or something. Could you just imagine that? Knowing me all this time, and if I stuck a wig to my head, it would stick out like a sore thumb. The cows are magnificent. Yeah, they are. They're big. I like buffalo. Well, bison. Women don't have so much trouble with that, though, for some reason. Well, my grandmother did, though. She had balls by here and balls by here and balls by back here, the round ones, you know. That was my mom's mom. And my mom had her hair getting real thin, too. I think she might have had a bald spot, but the way she covered it, combed it over me, it didn't show. Well, their horns are usually pretty blunt. I think it's from beating them up on everything. Well, they're still long enough to knock you silly, though. I wouldn't want to be on the other side of the fence of one that really loved me and come running at me, and slamming into the fence and knock the whole thing down. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, I ain't looking to attract anything. I'm fine just the way I am. I don't care. Yep, that ship done sailed. It sunk somewhere. Well, you won't be dehydrated then. The Titanic gets pretty full of water. I don't think it's raining right now. No, it looks pretty pretty dry and not shiny up there. I wonder if my deer are out there yet. See if my cameras went off. I ain't even paid no attention. Oh, my living room camera went off. Somebody's coming to bug me. No, it's my cats moving around. Nobody else would be fool enough to try that. They would see my cordless hole puncher. It's 80? Well, let me see what my phone says. It's always off because it gives me the weather for the village. See, in Sterling, it's 46 degrees, but I don't live in Sterling. I live way out in the boonies. $55. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep. And it's, what did I just say? 46. I think it was. Yeah. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 40 degrees.
And it says 49. Hey, quit. Cat's trying to claw their way in here. You guys got any of these around? They generate electricity when you squeeze them. Plus, they store it too. You can turn on a button and it turns it on. See? See? I don't know why I told you that. I just did. Rock of the Hespers. Why are the dogs barking? I can't play a thing out there. Yeah, but it's not right for me because I don't live there. It just, that's what it comes up with because we're too small here. The flashlight, yeah, it is. I keep it here, and I got other ones around the house too. That so, cause the power goes off here, you never know when it's gonna happen, and it is black out here. I blinded you. Sorry. Well, really, out here, I like wintertime because my heating stove has a really big pilot on it. And it's like having a nightlight. I can see it walk all around the house and everything. Except for it's flickering. And when the stove is like, right now I got it off. Shut the gas off and everything so the pilot goes out. You cannot see a thing in here. Sorry. Oops. It wasn't me. It was Eileen. She did it. I seen her. She snuck right up and blasted you. I seen her do it. I did. Oh boy. Well, there ain't nobody rapping on the door or anything, so my sister's got. He probably sees me in the window. That's what it is. He loves me, and if he can see me, he barks at me. He tries to get me to come over there. But he's a mastiff, boxer. What's the pit or something like that. Another one. He's a big dog. I mean, his head, it's like that. And he's white and black and brown spots. Big spots. Purdy. He would come home with me in a heartbeat. I really think he would. But I don't want more animals. I put my hand on so I didn't blind anybody. He a parody dog. Well, she's got 2 Chihuahuas, the little tiny Chihuahuas. There's one I really like. She's tan and white, gorgeous little thing. Then there's one that's kind of like a brindle type, and then this other one, I'm not sure what kind of dog he is mixed with, but I think he's Chihuahua and something else, but he's colored and looks like a Doberman, but he's just a little bigger than a Chihuahua, this little thing. And then the other one is, she's Chihuahua and I think something else, but she's small too. They all like me. I go over there and they got 4 little ones and a big monster on me. But yeah, they are nice dogs. They're noisy. Oh my goodness. Woo. And a blade of grass can go and they'll stand and bark at it. The little yappers, you know. And they won't stop. And Freddie's, his voice ain't so bad because it's more like woof woof, you know. Not yap 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 yap. But he sits over there and he stares over here. If I go out in the yard or anything, he barks at me. He wants me to come over there. He barks and then he sits there with his tail going. I don't know if he can see me or not. Because I'm sitting in it. Like when I'm out in the yard, it's a direct view. He can see me. But I'm in my man cave now, and I don't know if he can see in my window. He probably can. Yeah. Animals aren't conditional. They love you no matter what. It's like Daisy. She can't see. She can't hear. But she knows when I'm in the room and when I leave. Like I go to the bathroom or anything. If I'm gone a little bit too long, she starts barking and she will not stop until I get around her. Because I think she can see movement, but she can't tell if it's me or not. But I think she knows, like, by the size and stuff that it's me. Because she used to bark at strange people when they came in the house and that if she didn't know them. But she don't bark at nobody anymore. Yeah. Well, she's 15 going on 16 or 16 going on 17. I think I got her from my wife in 2010. I think. I got pictures of her, and I think the last picture I posted online, I think it did say on there 2010. I have to look again, but I think it did. So either way, she's getting up there. And she's Beagle, Basset, and Lab. And she looks more like a lab, but yet she's brown. It's weird. Beagles, they can change color as they age. And she takes after that part because she had a brown and black face. Now it turned white in the face. And not like old lady white, but just like the beagle white started coming out. It's weird. So a lot of the colors she used to be, she ain't no more. An old cat lady, yeah. Well, I had 5 of them. I only got 2 left. And they're the same way. I guarantee you right now, they're laying right against the door. And if they wouldn't climb around in my stuff, it'd be different. But when I come in here, I tried it before. They're on my desk walking all over the computer and climbing all over everything here. Because they don't get in here very much. I got too much stuff that I don't want busted. Like a gazillion canning jars full of stuff. I don't want that mess. Inky gets he gets this thing. Both of my cats are both males, but they've been fixed. And when you get a male cat fixed, they can develop bladder problems or not so much bladder problems, but other sexual problems where they can't pee. And Iggy goes through that a couple times a year. And he's gotten so bad that I thought I was going to lose him. But he manages to pull through somehow. I don't know how he does it. Well, I do too know how he does it because I pray over him. Because we had another cat that had it and it killed him. And it usually does. Think he'll be 14? Oh. Well, him and Daisy are pretty darn close then. I think I knew. Oh, is he listening to me? Hey, Dinka. Freaking you out again. Do 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 do. They say animals can see things that we can't. I don't think I'm going to have Daisy much longer, to tell you the truth. She's not Daisy like she used to be. But that's okay, you know. It happens. Yep, that's what they say. Because their frequencies, dimensions, or whatever, they're supposed to be able to see that we can't. I know it's like a chicken, they say that they can see more colors than what we can. I don't know. Don't know. Yes, I lost 3 of my cats. Just, what was it? 2 in 1 year? Yeah, Fuzzy and Buddy. Or Bandit, I mean. Buddy was my collie. Did I ever show you him? He was a special dog. He was trained. I'll show you. Very, very. My favorite dogs. I didn't ask you anything. Oh, I gotta show you. Okay. This was my dog Buddy. He was thoroughbred collie. And very, very well behaved. You could walk up the street with him and you didn't even know he was there. I just put him in my van with me, tell him get on the seat. He'd jump back there and he'd sit on the seat just like a person. And we went to McDonald's one day and I went to the drive-thru and the lady says, "Can he have a bone?" I said, "I don't know, ask him." So she stuck her hand in and she says, "Will he bite me?" I said, "No." She says, "Can you have a bone?" He come up and he took it so nice out of her hand and everything. She goes, "Oh, he's so pretty." And I said, "Yep, he's my baby. He went everywhere with me." Well, my neighbors poisoned him. And I had to watch him die. Just on the other side of the door. My bathroom door. Because he went everywhere with me. In the bathroom, wherever I went, he was there, right at my feet. I'm standing in the kitchen making pancakes for my kids for supper. Buddy laid between me and the stove, right on my feet, waiting for his pancake. It's the only thing is I don't want another dog, but if a collie, I want one that looks like Lassie, the TV Lassie. It would be hard for me to pass it up. That's why I don't go look at dogs. Yes, it was, Terry. It was awful. And this was Lassie. My mother painted this. Pardon the inch of dust on top of her head, but my mom painted this. She made this for me for Christmas one year. And Lassie had colored spots just like that. Mom tried to paint it in detail, the coloring that Lassie had. She was female. And when I got Buddy, of course, out of that romance came 12 collie puppies. Favorite dogs are German Shepherds. I have a couple German Shepherds in my life. Oh, you had? Okay. Yeah, they're nice too. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mr. Bucks kept saying that God's going to get me a blue house with white picket fence, granny, yellow roses. If that ever happens, then I can get my doggy again. I told you that too one day. I didn't know Bud said it too. Oh, I got up without using the crane. And my sister asked me one day if I would take the dog's name as Freddie. I said no, right away. Because I'm already packed up. I'm just waiting. Yeah. It would be nice to have my own home. Yeah, it would. All that would be a miracle from God above, and I'd be praising and crying at the same time. That's what I did here. Yep. The day that it happened, I was crying and snotting all over the place because I asked the Lord for it and He gave it to me. And it blew my mind. Because the guy that I got the house from, he didn't want nothing to do with it. But, well, let's just say the last time I asked the Lord for the house, He told me to sow a seed. I said, okay, how? Right after I said that, Oral Roberts comes on TV. He says, if you'll sow a seed of $50, the Lord will give you the desires of your heart. He said that, and the Holy Spirit witnessed to me that that was Him. I picked up the phone, and I called, and I gave it. I went to the store to get one of those cards that you put money on. Well, green dot, no, was it? One of them prepaid cards you can get and you refill them and all that. Well, in order to do what I wanted, to have it take effect right away, instantly, was I had to put it on a card. So I was working taking care of my wife's aunt at the time. She was 94 years old. And I promised the Lord, I said, I'm going to do this. I went to the store, got the green dot, I think is what it was called, that you put the money on. Then I came home, got on the phone immediately, and it was through TBN at the time. I called and I pledged that money. While I was on the phone pledging the money, the guy that owned this house called in. So I switched over and answered it because, call waiting. And he said, we decided to let you have the house. I knew it was the Lord, and I lost it right there. I was laughing, crying, and snotting at the same time. So I ended up at the house. And the guy that I got the house from, he turned out to be a really big blessing to me. Because when I went through the ordeal, when I lost my wife, he moved again. And he called me crying. I was crying because I wasn't going to be able to pay for the house. And he said to me, don't you worry about it. He said, the Lord would never forgive me if I did that to you, if I put you out. So, long story short, I ended up owning my house that year. It's all your faith. You just gotta put all that other crap out. Don't let Satan do it. That's what I did. And said, the Lord told me something. And I'll be danged if anyone else was going to tell me any different. And they tried. Oh, yes, they tried. I wasn't hearing it. I was standing on a promise. Yep. And it worked out. And He's been doing things, blowing my mind ever since. There's just one thing after another. That's just, I can't believe it happened, but I know it did. There's so many things. Yes, it was a miracle. And then He even used my YouTube family. At the time, people didn't hate me like they do now. It's like strange things started happening, one after the other. I couldn't even control it all. It's like I did when my wife passed away, and I did a GoFundMe, and that's why I think a lot of this happened, is because there were friends, good friends, that tried to warn me about GoFundMe, but you don't understand. I had no choice. I had to do that. And that's what they couldn't understand. And because I had things that required money, and I had none. I had to do something. And you don't know until you're in those shoes. But I was facing losing everything. And I tried everything I could do on my own. And of course, it always backfires. But when God steps in, nothing can stop it. Nothing. Except you yourself. You're the only one that can stop it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on a soapbox here, but I don't know, I said that for a reason. But there was a lot of YouTube family, they were my family then, that turned their backs on me, but I never forget what they did. And I pray all the time that the Lord blesses them for what they did do. Back when they were part of the season. There's a time and a place, a season and a purpose for everything under heaven. It's like some relationships are not meant to stay. They're only there for a season. And I had a hard time dealing with that because I got close to a lot of these people, and I still every day think about them. But they'll never know how much of a blessing they were to me. But I'm glad they allowed the Lord to use them, even if they didn't know they did, because I wouldn't be where I am today. And that's the honest truth. I wouldn't have. I tried to explain to people the things that were going on, but they thought it was all too far-fetched and everything, because the awfulness and the craziness that was going on. I mean, to sit back and watch my own videos when I was trying to tell people that and everything, I wouldn't have believed it either. It was just too fantastic or whatever, and too awful to even, when you're a human being trying to put that stuff into words. People would ask me at the most inopportune times, we don't understand this, that, and the other thing, and I try to explain it, but when they would ask it, I wasn't prepared for it. And it was real hard to try and explain to people that have no idea what you're talking about, what was going on. And I've lost, and some of you know, I've lost some really good friends over this. At least I thought they were. But that's okay. The Lord saw what they did, and I'm glad they listened to him when they did. Because sometimes people aren't meant to be there the full time, your whole life. They're sent for a season. And then they move on. And that's hard to accept. For people like me, that I don't take friendship lightly. It means a lot to me. If you're my friend, and I tell you you're my friend, or I put any time into your life at all, you're my friend, and you're going to be that way until the day I die. That's the way I am. When I let somebody in, they're there for the duration. And it was hard for me to accept when and it's still, the devil still tries to throw that in my face sometimes too. Well, what about this person? What you did to them? And I'm like, okay, what did I do? Nothing. I didn't do anything. It just, they fell victim to the ploy of Satan. He saw a good thing, and it was growing, so he had to destroy it. And they weren't wise to what was going on. So, yeah. Well, that's good though, because that's one of the fruits of the Spirit: gentleness, kindness, meekness. You don't going out and crabbing at somebody and yelling at people all the time and have to drive your point home. That's not fruit of the Spirit. That's a fruit of somebody else. It's like, no. I will tell you, sometimes we don't have to do anything. It's just the light of Christ irritates the devils that are in their life. Yes, it does. And you know, Terry, because you've been there with the whole YouTube thing. Eileen has been with me since, I don't know if it was no, it wasn't day one, because I've been doing YouTube since 1999. But I think back right around maybe 2010, 2011, something like that. That's when she popped in. And she was going through some stuff at the time. Back when I was out on the swing, that's what I think when she popped in, and she was going through stuff too. I like to think that the Lord used me to help her out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they all have an opinion that has nothing to do with your life. They see it, your life, the way they see it, not reality. Because you can be kids in the same family, and every one of you grows up different, and they're treated different. I've forgiven everybody, even if they didn't ask, and most didn't. Yeah, I did too. And never will, because I know that's what Jesus wanted me to do. Yes, he does. And I'm cool with it. And it's all in the past. I can't cry over spilt milk. Yep. But the thing is, we learned from that. We can forgive, but we never forget. It's always there. It gets less and less, over time, but there's certain points in our lives that just stay there, just knifing you when you least expect it. But it doesn't have the same effect as it used to. Because I've looked people in the eye before that I absolutely hated years ago. And we're friends now. Then I've looked at people that I loved very much that just walked away. And you know who you are, because they had to have their say, didn't care what you had to say, or believed what anybody told them, didn't come to you and ask the truth. They believed a lie. All kinds of stuff like that. My circle is very small. When I see Mr. Bud, he's in big trouble for not getting my double cheeseburger and onion rings and chocolate shake from Sonic. Yeah, you can get him his chicken sandwich too. He hated chicken. And just about every time we talked, I'd be eating chicken or something. He goes, oh, you can have that stuff. I said, I intend to. Ooh, he did not like chicken. Yeah, just for Mr. Bud. But I still watch. Do you watch my live stream from that night? Bud was on here. We were just cutting up. I mean, Everybody was laughing. It was so hilarious. Oh. That might have been when I named him Goofball. I don't know why I did that. I just piped up and said it. I'm like, oh. But he just laughed it off. As far as I know, maybe he said different behind my back, but at the time he laughed it off. Yeah, I know, Eileen. Eileen, she must have went back and researched it. We're never meeting him in person. Whoops. We're never meeting him in person. I love that man so much. He was my best friend and my brother in Christ. Yep. Oh, you're going to meet him. 2017. Yeah, but you remember, Eileen, because you had an event going on that makes it stick out to you. I just knew it been a long time. Mr. Money Goofball, yeah? See, I'm glad. I like to think I'm doing it again, too. Or he is, not me. That was supposed to say, for never meet him and what? For never meet. That was supposed to say, for never meet him in person. Met him in person. I think you mean, right? Did Mr. Bud and this Terry. Oops, wait a minute. For some reason, I keep running behind on you. Oh, sorry. Probably the connection. Right now, it says nobody's connected. I don't know. Yeah, voice to text, yep. I have forgiven as well, and very few people have asked for forgiveness. Yeah. I did. I ask everybody in my prayer group and stuff. I say it, if I've ever done anything to you, against you, or whatever, please forgive me. Aunt Mary was talking about Mr. Bud. She loved him so much. She said we would forget his name was Terry too. And I did, yeah. I know the first time Bud wrote me a letter, I'm like, what the hell? Who is Terry? In Arkansas, then I opened it up. Oh, okay, that's Bud. Forgive me for using that word. Sorry. I don't do that. I must be getting goofy. Yeah, there's people that died before, I could ask if I've done anything. But I had one person that I went to school with. This really moved me too because we were not friends in school. But he saw the crap the people were doing to me in school, and it bothered him so much. He had gave his life to the Lord, and what he saw happen to me bothered him. He called me out of the clear blue one day. I had never spoke to him since junior high. And he apologized for what he did. And I said, you didn't do anything. He says, yeah, but I stood there and watched everyone else do it, and I did nothing. So that ain't your fault. But I really appreciated it. Because I could have used a friend back then, but, we ended up becoming best of friends. It's weird how you never meet someone, but yet you develop a relationship and love them so much and get so involved in their life, but yet you can never hug them in person. It's not meant to be. If it was, it would happen somehow, some way, especially if God's involved. And then sometimes you talk to someone and you think you'll hit it off really good, and when you meet the person, it's totally different. That's why I try to tell people that, my friends on YouTube and stuff, it's like, you wouldn't like me, probably, if you met me. There'd be something I did that you didn't like or something, and it would destroy the friendship. So it's like, maybe it's better this way. I don't know. Because I'm weird. I'd be the first one to admit it. So I love the Lord, and everything I do is about Him. Somehow, some way. And some people couldn't stand that. No, I did not research it, but I remember when, because after that is when the spiritual warfare hit. Yeah, it did. Big time. I think I know you pretty well, Grampy. I know what you're saying. I said the same thing, but I feel like I know you and Eileen pretty well. I hope so. I mean, wouldn't it be nice, though? You know, I would hate to, if I felt bad things would happen, I would not meet up with anybody anywhere. Because, like, there's a certain person that said that they loved me and all this stuff, and they wouldn't leave me alone. I told them, I am not getting involved with anyone else. My life is about serving the Lord. That's what I do. That's what I think. That's what I breathe. It's like, you know, so I just had to cut them off because they just wouldn't stop. And there's been a few. And I said, I love you as a friend, but no more. It's not going to happen what you think. And the Lord spoke to me, don't have this person come up here because their intentions are not what your intentions are. So I had to cut them out. And I will in a heartbeat. I won't put anything before the Lord. So I've done that too many times. And I'm not about to do that again. Nope. I'm a different person than I was back in my teens and stuff. I've done a lot that I'm not proud of. But I can't fix it, you know, but the Lord can. I ask for forgiveness all the time. I have my share of stalkers on YouTube, yeah. I don't miss that. And when I was younger, I had one in person, and the police got involved. He was breaking into my house with a knife. Oh my goodness. Police, yeah. Well, one day I was doing a live stream, just like I'm doing right now. And right outside this window here. Not right outside, but eye shot of this window. I mean, if they were standing there, they could look right in this window. I'd be right front center, right smack in the center of the window when I'm doing a live stream. It had freshly snowed, and about 2-3 inches of snow, something like that. And I did a live stream the night before. I went outside the next day. Nobody had been out there yet. You know how you get snow with no tracks or anything. Somebody had came in and stood by that pole there. And they walking around the pole and everything. But they didn't come right up to the window. Because they knew I'd probably see them and my cameras would pick them up too. But I'm surprised they didn't anyway, because I have cameras that get the whole yard, all the way around the house. But It didn't for some reason, but their tracks were there. Don't know why. Yep. Sin is sin. You know, when you have a live stream and you're bringing people up on the panel and you can see them in the basement, they were putting down addresses that were close to me one time. Scary, yeah. Well, I don't know if, Eileen, if you were on that night or not. I had a person come down in the green room here and no picture. And I didn't know any better at the time. I had just started using this, this format. I saw somebody's there and I clicked him and brought him up on the screen. And it was porno for the whole world to see. And I didn't know how to shut it off. So I did figure it out, but I had to go back and edit my live stream and cut all of that out. Because Soldier Poet, I think, was on that night. And somebody else. I can't remember if Eileen was on that night. Were you, Eileen, when that happened? Anyway, I had to cut that out. I apologize to everybody because I didn't know. Because when I first opened it up, it wasn't porn. It turned to porn when they were full screen for everyone to see. Yeah, I know, Eileen, it's bad. I'm sorry. Been praying for you. I went for the porno thing and I was new to YouTube. I freaked out, got offline. My phone started blowing up. I remember it was this guy named Johnny, and I knew that I knew. And he said, Terry, your stream is still on. Oh my goodness. Terrible. A double one. I went to the porno thing and freaked out, got off the stream. I was new to YouTube. My phone blew up. It was Johnny telling me you left your stream up. Yeah. Dang. Fixing typos. I see. Yeah, I know. I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, that's now I won't bring anybody up on stream unless they're talking in the comments and they got a picture. And now I know how to get them off, and you guys, all you mods, can report them and stuff too. That's why I have so many mods. Because a lot of times on my end, there's a delay before I see it. You guys will see it before I do. Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of people. There's some really good channels I love to watch. I mean, I watched every one of their videos, and they got so disgusted. Not so much, like, I was telling Eileen today what YouTube is doing to me. I almost made it to getting paid. Well, all of a sudden, videos that they paid me for already, that I'd already earned, and it was totaling up in the, what your statement is going to be in that, they went back and took it away. You can't do that after you give it to somebody. It started out the other day, it was $2 and something. Then today it was $5.25 or $5.65 or whatever. They took away out of money I've already earned. That's not right. It's not even fair. It's like, I know, like I closed my memberships because it was a waste of time. And I could understand if they took that back. I was expecting that. But Nope. They're taking other stuff, and I don't know why. I didn't get any copyright strikes or nothing. Remember to mess me over and took all my hours. YouTube messed you over and took all your hours away, so I never did get monetized. Oh, that's terrible. I thought about giving up. I really did. But I said, no. They're not going to win this battle. I will. One way or another, I will. I didn't do anything wrong, so I'm not taking it that way. I'm not going to, no. I will never give up. I might not be on as much, but I'm never, ever giving up. I don't do that. So I tell everybody that they're going through, like Eileen, the spiritual warfare and stuff. The only way Satan wins is if you give up. Don't ever give up. I thought about starting a whole new channel, but I don't know what I would do anymore because I'm not up to the silly things I used to do. You want to bet, Terry? You get back into it, you would be. Especially, you'd have a whole different audience, too. You weren't there? Okay. That was quite... Terry, if you wait, it's just like people that want to have children. They wait till they got enough money, you're never going to have children. Same way, your life's not going to calm down. But you can get a whole lot of peace out of your channel, too. Life is pretty lonely and boring. See, there you go. You need to do it. You know what? It's really funny because I used to follow everyone that followed me. If they watch my videos, I watch their videos. But it's like, after a while, they just start disappearing. And never come by, never do, anything like that. And it really bothered me. Because I felt loyal to the people that were loyal to me, but they just stopped coming. So I started unsubscribing from them too. I don't have a laptop. Well, I have about I have two of them sitting over there. One's a 17-inch monitor and the other one's 15. It's a laptop. Older than our heels, but they're not laptops. Never get back into anything again. I would be writing, not so much for YouTube. Well, there you go. What is your gift in? It's like, if it's writing, then write. If it's singing, then sing. They say, and I've told people this before too, it's in live streams and stuff, if you need a friend, be a friend. If you need money, give money. Anything that you need, give to someone else. And there's more than one way to give too. Writing and being silly and making other people smile. There you go. Do it. Do it to the best of your ability. You can do anything you set your mind to do. Don't let the evil one stop you. Because that's your calling. He wants to keep you from doing what you're called to do. He will rob you, silly, steal, kill, and destroy. You have no idea how much that means, actually, what he will destroy. He will take your soul. He will take anything he can and beat you over the head with it, just so he can keep you from doing what you're supposed to do, what God gifted you with to use for his glory. Don't let him do that to you. He's winning the fight. No, he hasn't destroyed your health. You still got some. Don't let him have the rest. You got 3 months of PT. Woo! But as you move in your gifting and in your calling, that's how you'll be blessed. Eileen has one. She has a calling too, and she doesn't even realize it. I don't want to go there. Well, maybe she does. Eileen's really, really, really good at looking up stuff, finding information. You tell her anything. I wonder what it feels like to get your toe stomped on by an elephant. She's back there behind the scenes, digging up what she can find, and she'll give you a link to it in a matter of seconds. She's good at that stuff. Use it. God will bless you when you use the gift he's given you, because you're prospering the kingdom. You can't help but get blessed. Yep. Yep, she is. There's other people out there that do too. I wish Southern Prairie would come on, because she wrote me just the other day. She says, "Are you doing live streams anymore?" She says, "I missed all my friends on there." And I says, "I plan to do it. It all depends on the internet and my computer. I just had to redo everything on here again just this last week, because I told someone else, probably Eileen, that I was going to do a live stream, and I was come in here setting it up to do it, and everything went haywire. I don't even know what happened. All I know is my computer just started rebooting itself randomly, just doing it. Oh, Terry, you do. The people that are truly your followers are still there for you. I owe one. But this time around, the people that come back are the people that want to be there, that really are your friends. And just start giving everybody that comes in, give them a wrench. I mean, I will not hesitate to chop anybody, and I know Eileen won't either. It's like they come in here, start giving you any crap. It's just the devil trying to take you down. Well, whack-a-mole. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You can do it if you really want. How did that song go? You can do it if you really want. You just try and try. Something like that. Just don't know. YouTube is what God wants me to do, Grampy. I walked away because I had a lot going on, losing my brother, and took a great toll. It took a great toll. You know what? You could have a ministry there. You think you're the only one that's ever went through that. Just by you sharing your experience of how the horrible things that you went through and the pain and all that stuff. There's someone else out there that could listen. See the tears you might shed. Heal your heart. You could heal yourself and you could heal somebody else or have a big part in it. That's worth it to me. Spread the love of Jesus. Not the pain, not the horrible things. You can talk about it, but then you show them how you're coming out on the other side. Jesus never forsakes you. He never leaves you behind. It's just, you're going to get me crying, Grampy. That's because I'm speaking directly to your heart. You know what's true. You know what the Lord wants you to do. You just got to do it. Stick your foot in the water. And don't let anything stop you. Pray about it. You know already. You've got your answer. Because the Holy Spirit's telling me this stuff. He gave you a heart. He gave you words. Healing words for someone else. What happens when you give healing to someone? You get back. You get it yourself. If you want something, give it away. See, there with Jesus, if you have Jesus, we're supposed to give it away. There are all different kinds of nooks and crannies that happen in people's lives that the Lord wants you to use, and you don't even realize it. You don't understand. There's some of the things that happened to me when I was growing up. I went through some bad stuff, and I never knew why I went through all this stuff. I spent a lot of time crying and hysterical over the things that happened to me. Until my nephew went through the same thing. I said, now, Lord, I know why I went through all this stuff. I could help him or try to. You're not going to win every battle. But it's not about winning the battle. It's about getting in the fight. You plant a seed. You do use it, Grampy. Yes, you do, Eileen. What was that? Oh, I took that comment off. My calling is to try and help others in any way that I can. I want to make people laugh and smile like my sis. But there are certain ways that I have been able to help others. Yeah. Yes, Eileen. You're right. You are, yep. But it's like you could have your own little ministry and not even know it. Because everything that happens to us in our lives happens for a reason. It's like, do you think I wanted to talk about the horror I went through after my wife died and the in-between process of dying? It was really hard for me, and I didn't do so good at it. I tried, but it was still raw. It was so hard to I just put it out there. But you never know how that's going to be used to help somebody else. There you go, Terry. Yes, you don't need a man to be happy. I don't need a woman to be happy. Jesus is everything. There's no empty spots. It just goes by how much you want of him. One time, and God rest her soul, a lady that I worked with, who I become friends with her husband had a heart attack, and I forgot what was going on afterwards. I think I messed that up. One time, God rest her soul, a lady that I worked with, who I became friends with, her husband had a heart attack, and I forgot what was going on afterwards. But you know, that's the thing. You don't know how the Lord's going to bless your life by taking a step of faith, going out there and being vulnerable, and just laying it on the line. Just So I don't share everything, but I share what I'm led to share, and I just hope that it blesses somebody else somehow, some way, and it always does. If I move in that spirit, when the Holy Spirit prompts you, you got to do it. You won't be happy until you do. He was okay, but something was still going on, and I remember reading about a brand new drug, and I told her to ask his doctor about it, and she was so thankful to me because they put him on it. There you go. Where'd it go? Oh, next one. There we go. Help him, and that was the Lord working. Yes. The thing you got to remember is when you're talking to someone's heart, you have to remember that that's a delicate place. You can't be coarse and abusive because they're going to put up a wall. We all do it. You got to talk to their heart, not their head. Sister Eileen, you help me every single day, and God bless you for that. You help me feel the lonely nights. Yep. I've been telling you for ages that you need to keep doing live streams because I miss all my friends. I know. Most of the time, Eileen, there are a few times when I get down, but most of the time it's because computer things happen or internet or something. Voice to text gets me in trouble. My kids are right. Yeah. You help me every day, and at night when it gets really bad with my anxiety, in spite of everything you're going through, you're always talking to me. Yeah, because that's her purpose. And you help her every day too. I try. Yeah. But the thing is, looking at your life, sometimes it's the things that drive you totally up a wall that is your calling. And it might not be that thing that you're calling, but something directly opposite. And sometimes, like when somebody gets mad at you, or you want to give them what for, you just think, now what would Jesus do? Now, Jesus was not like God was in the Old Testament. You need to read from Corinthians forward. Jesus was kind. He was authoritative, but he wasn't abusive to people, because that doesn't work. You can't people are evil and they have a shell. If you want to talk to someone's heart, you can't be trying to beat the person's brain up trying to get to their heart, because you're just going to, cause a war. And usually it's you that's going to get it. You have to talk like people don't do nowadays. Everybody's ready to be coarse and abusive to people. Flip it. Do the opposite. It's like, I used to be good at, I could tell somebody off, and they didn't know they got told off till they got a chance to think about it, because I wasn't mean and abusive about it. Just tactfully. Slow to anger is what the Bible tells us. Yeah. There is such a thing as righteous anger, but that's meant for more when you're dealing with the enemy. Because that's what it is a lot of times, when people butt up against you and everything, is because they're being controlled by the devil and don't realize it. Or his influencers. It's not that the person is a nasty person. It's that the devils and his demons are using them, and they don't know what's going on. Sometimes they do. But there's people that they don't too. It's like you've heard the saying, when people attack other people, it's because of the demons in them. It is. They're not happy. So they gotta hurt somebody else. And hurting somebody else doesn't actually gratify them. It just makes it worse. Because the devil's, he's got to destroy you. He won't stop. He won't stop till he takes your life, if you let him. But I look at it like, the devil ain't going to kill me, because if he does, he knows I'm going to go to the Lord anyway. Because I don't love Satan, I love the Lord. However, Satan influences every one of our lives, whether you know it or not. I don't care how many years you've been born again, you sin every day. It's like people that they're blaspheming without even knowing it. When they say, when they bring the law into our lives nowadays, because Jesus died to set us free from the law, the curse of the law. We don't live under the law anymore. All you got to do is read your Bible to know that. Start in Ephesians. There's a lot of it there. In Colossians, they act like what Jesus did on the cross wasn't good enough. And when you do that, you're blaspheming without even realizing you're doing it. Because you're saying, Lord, your death, burial, resurrection, Holy Spirit, your power, God the Father, you weren't good enough. What you did wasn't good enough. That's blaspheming. You're placing what you feel ahead of the Lord himself and what he did for you. Father God, he loved us so much, he sent his son to pay for our sins. People don't realize that. They think, by living under the law, it's like, well, when they talk about circumcision, it talks about it in the word where if you're going to circumcise your babies and stuff, you have to live by the law, because that's what they did under the law. It's not important anymore. He's talking about circumcision of the heart. there's a lot. There's a lot. People, they don't realize that, when they demote everything they did to the Lord by doubting, it's like, you won't heal me, Lord. You're denying the power. Because everybody's the same to him. If he did it for one guy, he'll do it for you. It's all according to your faith. Yeah. He used to say, according to your faith, be it done unto you. There's a lot. It's really deep. I'm not saying that the Old Testament isn't good. It is. It tells us about the law and the way God's character is and all that stuff and the things that happened in the past. But it's not what we're supposed to live by. Because we live under grace now, not the law. God bless you too. Well, you have to really more or less go into the New Testament. And I'm not talking about Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Because what they're doing there, their New Testament, yes. But they're talking to the people from the Old Testament to bring them over into the grace that we live under now. Because they were trying to convince people, telling them all the things Jesus did and all that stuff. But when you really get into it, it's really deep. They were trying to, that's where they talk about, circumcision and different things like that they did under the law that no longer apply. Well, people thought back then, like 50s, 60s, everybody still circumcised their little boys when they were born, all that stuff. But he was talking about a different thing than what it said under the law. It was, yes, back then you had to. That was the law. But we live under grace now. God bless you too, Terry. So, I suppose I better get off here now. I went on and on. I never planned to talk about this stuff. And I'm sure I'll get some enemies over this one, but I don't care. I really don't care. I have to say what the Lord tells me to say. Yep. You guys won't see the comments because I don't allow my comments to go public right away. I learned that lesson too. Now they have it so you can hold all comments so, you can approve them before everybody sees them. Ugh. That started a lot too. Woo, it's getting hot here now. The anointing is flowing. Yeah, I need to say my prayers and try to get some sleep. This is nice, Grampy. Good night, Grampy. Good night, Sis Eileen. Yes, the minions are being used against me now. Yeah. Psalms 91, yes. So, good night, everyone. I don't know he said 0, now it says 1. Good night, Terry. Good night, Eileen. Good night, everyone else. All the lurkers out there. I appreciate you stopping by, spending some time with me. And I will try to do this more again. If I haven't. Oh, there we go. If I don't get 1,000,000 enemies because of what I said. But that's okay. I don't care anyway. I have to do what I have to do. So, I guess I'll see you all later next time. This is Grampy Campy, and remember, like I always say, Whatever you do in life, make a difference. That's what your calling is. Make a difference. Bye now. Love y'all. Till next time.